So today we are going to be talking about the absorptive and post-absorptive. Basically just understanding how the body manages nutrition, and this is going to be like before and after eating, or those that are fasting, and how that affects the body. So first, there's two different kinds, which we have already gone over. There's the absorptive state and the post-absorptive, and absorptive is just basically just after eating. It just ranges by time and how it affects the body, which we will get into in a little bit. Post-absorptive is in between meals, so that waiting process of when should I eat next and when should my next meal be. Both of them just help with energy storage and how much energy is being released throughout the day into our everyday lives and how we function after receiving those nutrients. The level of nutrients in the blood changes after the presence of that metabolic change. So these states are changing the metabolic states within the body, causing different things to happen. So absorptive state is within 4 hours after eating. This main goal is just to store those extra nutrients for later, making sure that it's very easy for us to go time and time again without eating until that next meal, so that we can go longer and longer and still hold on to those nutrients inside, making sure that we're still having that energy for that day. Hormonal control, insulin honestly dominates for this state, and glucose and fatty acids and amino acids are present, and those are being active with glycogen, triglycerides, and protein synthesis. And in this picture, we can take a little closer look. This is just showing how it's digested and released into the different body parts like muscle cells and adipose cells and liver cells, making sure that we're getting those nutrients from those different nutrients in those foods are receiving that proper storage and giving us that access to those needed nutrients that are going to make us last longer. Post-absorptive state, this is going to be in between meals. So this is going to be like those that are fasting and controlling how much they're eating every day. This is going to help with taking those breaks from eating. This will also maintain blood glucose, glucogen, and the nervous system dominate, more specifically the sympathetic nervous system. So glycogen, fat, and protein breakdown, that is all going to be happening. So if we take a closer look here, this is just showing like the different ways that is getting broken down. Amino acids, fatty acids, glucose, all getting affected by that nutrients that are coming in, but also maintaining that break that we need. Here's an overall comparison. So again, absorptive after a meal, post-absorptive fasting, insulin, glucagon, two different hormones, into the storage, out of the storage, anabolism, catabolism, dietary glucose, stored glycogen. So making sure that one is giving us that dietary needs and the other is letting us fast. So hormonal regulation, we have, again, insulin, which is obviously released from the pancreas in response to high blood glucose, promotes that and takes it up into the storage. Glucagon, released when blood glucose drops, stimulates glycogen breakdown. Epinephrine and cortisol assist during those like fasting moments and stress moments. Another important thing taken away is it prevents hypoglycemia during the fasting, so making sure that our blood is contained properly, and ensures energy is stored after meals, so making sure that we still have all that energy built up so we can go on with our day. And then again, balance of anabolism and catabolism, the separation and which is which and how each of them affect the different states. However, diabetes and other disorders are involved with problems which can also shift the states of metabolism. Here just breaks down a little more, like digesting food and enzymes and GI tract and storage. So I thought it'd be helpful to put that in there, and this also provides a great definition to explain what each of those are and what happens in those phases of different states of metabolism. And then we're excited.